Okay, so it's Friday here in Ireland, and you might be able to tell one very different thing from my last video. Sun's out, and they came to pick up the John Deere today, so there it goes. Off to who knows. Yeah, it's going to Dameron. It's where our dealer is. We buy all our equipment from. So, yeah, that's that. You may have, if you haven't seen the previous video on the John Deere, then go watch that. There it goes. It'll make a mess out of his truck bed. But anyway, we are planting today. I'm going to put some more beans in. I'm going to plant the rest of the lettuce field. I gotta go grab. And my operation's so small, I really don't need a planter at this point. And with everything that's been just blowing up pretty much around here lately, I do not have the money. So here's the fertilizer. Got our seed. It's all organic. It's all organic stuff, you know. I don't want to eat beet. I certainly don't want to be eating chemicals. I know. There's a lot of people who are pretty extreme about that kind of stuff. Anyway, that truck there, it's a pretty bad story that happened this past winter, but anyway, it's up for sale if anybody wants to buy it. So the quoted price is $7,500, but it needs tires. It needs tires. Quoted price $7,500. Anybody wants to buy it, it'll be on Craigslist shortly as well. So just gotta feed the lone chicken here. So there's table scraps. We cut the grass today and blew a dry belt on the old mower, so gotta fix that, and it's one of the harder ones to get to, so that'll be fun. There. Well, I do still have the Co-op, the 1948 Co-op tractor that still runs great. I have not run it in a while, and I really can't pull it out of the way currently because the boat's sitting there. So, alrighty then. My lettuce is growing, but I think I'm going to put some more seeds in other places because some of the rows are just not coming up. I mean, with the sun they might start, so I'm going to wait until next week, give them a little bit more time. But they're not coming up. I haven't seen any. I mean, this row is doing great. You got one there, got one here, and one here, a few here, here. I think that's one. There's one there. Yeah. And this row is also doing good. You got a few, yeah, they're popping up all over the place. That row's doing great. I think I'm gonna give them a little more time because I see more than I did yesterday. So I think they're starting to come up. But anyways, I'm gonna plant more here and some more beans. I haven't seen any beans either. I need to go take a look at that. But anyways, I'll be back. Okay, So it's planted. Lettuce here, and I decided that I was going to plant some spinach down here, so I went ahead and did that. I used a little bit of a different planting method than I did on the other ones, so we'll see how these turn out. I only put a little couple clumps of dirt over them just to hold them in, because it's supposed to rain again tomorrow and Saturday. No, tomorrow and Sunday. Sunday I'm not so sure about, but I know it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So anyway, I'm gonna go down here and look at these beans because they were not growing. I know that's bad. So I want to make sure they're growing so I can plant stuff. Because that's clover. I might have to till this in again later and replant it all. Because I don't see anything. I see nothing growing here. I think I planted all of it too deep. Okay, I just made a pretty interesting discovery. If I can find it here. I know there was one down here. I know I dug up one down here. So here, I started digging. I find a germinating seed. So this one is germinating. And they're not, so I know they're not dead or too deep. But so I'm going to leave all this alone. And I am so glad I found that, because I did not want to replant all this crap. Because I planted 7 rows of this stuff, but I'm going to wait till they sprout to plant the next few rows. I do know they're germinating though, so, which is good. So yeah. Okay. So that's the scoop currently. So I'm glad I know those beans are germinating. So, and I've got my other lettuce and stuff planted before the rain. So I am now one happy farmer since we've had this sunny day. And I do have a cold. So it was disappointing about the John Deere being gone. It was really disappointing about the John Deere being gone. Now that it's gone, I have nothing to mow the horse pastures or my hay fields, which we do not have hay equipment currently. But I have seeded the fields so that they are prepped when I do get equipment, which will probably be next season. But it's really tall grass, and I can't mow it. Because the lawnmower would certainly not cut that stuff. But all that down there, this is great thick hay. I mean, it's got weeds here and there. This would be good mulch hay, that's for sure. This field, we're taking down most of the fence line over there, but I need to bush hog it before I can do any more on that, because I'll just end up trampling everything. So, look at that. That's all from pollen. The pollen's nasty right now. This is the seeds. I have the lettuce, which is Black Seed Simpson. Green. It's a green leaf lettuce. Spinach. This is Bloomsdale long-standing spinach, which I'm not really sure about that, but it's spinach. That's all I know. I have sweet corn. That's what I'm going to plant in the backfield. And that's what I was gonna go check, is how weedy it is, to see if I want to plant that today too. Weeds aren't too bad, but the deer tracks, oh my god. The deer are gonna be my worst enemy. I guess I could get down here with the lawnmower and cut this, because I need to cut this. But I think Dad shoved it in the garage again. I mean, look at this. This is horrible. I want to plant corn down here, but look at all the deer. Look at the deer. And I sat down last winter. Okay, this is a funny story. Last winter, I sat right over there in that spot. You can still see the hunting chair in there. And I sat down here. You see there? I sat in there, and for 3 days, before this was even tilled, I sat down here for 3 days, and I guess it was 2 years ago. 3 days, waited, and waited, and waited. Morning and afternoon. Didn't see a single deer. I didn't see one deer. And now look at this. There's tracks all through that. Every single one of those little holes is a track, a deer track. This is just outrageous. I'm gonna have to sit down here with a shotgun, because this is bad. And I was gonna plant this in sweet corn a while ago, but it was just so wet. And now that it's dry enough, the deer are gonna eat it all. Oak tree. There are these trees, I cut these down this winter, and luckily they're not growing back, but there's all these little ones, and I need the bush hog to chop them down. But the mower I can use, the drive belt broke. So what the heck? The mower I can use that's out, the drive belt broke. And it's, Dad, who's replaced it before, claims it's a real pain in the butt. But, yeah, the deer, oh my god. I can't fret enough about the damn deer. It's just outrageous. If I didn't get a deer last year, I'm sure as heck gonna get one this year. Because this is, I cannot deal with these critters. They're gonna come down here and eat my corn. But I did not test this soil. I did till in about probably 3 or 4 cubic yards of compost into this field. Which the field, I don't know how many square feet it is, but it's a lot for what's there. I raised the soil height by about 4 inches in the center of everything. It was pretty much just sand before. So, out of here with the horsepower. Anyway, there's the disc. Might be a 6 foot. Either a 5 or a 6 foot disc. Anyway, there's a one piece on it that broke, but it still functions well. That back there is, you can see here the fence line we've been taking apart. Yeah. Anyway, that's the update on the farm. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.